When there is no thinking in terms of an external world, then there is identification with supreme incorporeality, and what obscures the light diminishes. Previous two sutras, Sutras 41 and 42, we were contemplating the close connection between hearing in space and the body in space, between hearing and touch, and how we tend to experience these as immediate. They're very intimate senses, both hearing and touch. We can just consider the impact of music, how music touches us even. We're not concerned with projecting the source of music out there. The spatial dimension of music for most of us is not the issue. It's the music itself, especially if you're wearing headphones. It's a very inner experience. It's not something we think of in terms of space. And the same with touch. Touch is very intimate. We don't think of touch as something out there. It's something which we feel within our own being. If somebody touches us in a welcome way, it's intimate. And if it's not welcome, we feel violated. So hearing and touch are very intimate, and they're not something that it's our first inclination to project out there into space, which is what we do with sight all the time. With sight, it's always something out there in the distance. We don't think of it as something here, do we? Even though it is. But with hearing and touch, they don't take us away from ourselves so much. And so this is what we have to get over. This is why hearing and touch are important, because they don't reinforce so much thinking in terms of an external world, which sight does. This thinking in terms of an external world is one of the great obstacles to remaining in samadhi. And along with thinking in terms of an external world, also thinking in terms of a body, having a body. The body is something out there. We think of touch as being experienced through the body, but just experience it as a sensation, something which comes and goes. Don't interpose this notion of a body between you and your experience. So what we identify then with is awareness, which is the supreme incorporeality. It has no body. And in this way, what obscures the light diminishes. So this sutra is referring to the sense of sight here. The sense of sight is what takes us away from ourselves. The sense of sight is the greatest culprit in obscuring the light. And yet it's the sense that depends on the light, isn't it? But it's the sense which obscures the light. It's the light of awareness that's being obscured. So give up thinking in terms of an external world. Take everything as a reminder that what is happening here. Be aware of how much our sight takes us away from here. And in this way, what obscures the light diminishes.